welcome to my channel. I am Shweta. Today we are going to discuss the poem Vocation by Rabindranath Tagore. The poem is very interesting. Many a times we see different people working around us, like driver, police, watchman, rickshaw puller, milkman, fruit seller, etc. And we like to become like them because we find them powerful and mighty. But we are not aware of their hard work and harshness connected to daily life. In the present poem, Rabindranath Tagore displays the same desire of a child who wants to become the people he sees. Let's see what Rabindranath Tagore talks about the child and his desires. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker spending my day in the road, crying "Bangles, crystal bangles." When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. I wish I were a gardener digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So friends, this was the poem. Now let's see the summary of the poem. In this poem, a child speaks about his wishes and attractions. It shows the state of his wavering but innocent mind. The poem is about how a child gets attracted to the ways of people around him and finds different curiosities and attractions in their lives. He is not aware of the tough routine they have to go through. It also shows his innocence and lack of worldly sense. At 3 different points of time during the day, he notices different hawkers and gets impressed by their free choices and independent way of life. When the gong sounds 10 in the first part of the day, he goes to his school and sees the vendor crying "Bangles, precious stone bangles," and he wishes he could be a peddler and move freely anywhere just like him. At 4 in the evening, while returning from school at the same time, he sees the plant specialist borrowing the ground and he wanted to be a nursery worker. He wished to play in the dust. At the point when night falls, his mom sends him to bed and he sees the guardian through the window and he wishes he could be a gatekeeper so that he could also move here and there in the streets at night freely. Friends, this was the poem Vocation and its meaning. Hope you understood the poem. Thank you very much. See you in another video.